Okay, we're gonna get into it today. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So as you can tell by the title of the video, I want to talk about something that absolutely infuriates me more than I think almost anything else on this planet. And that thing is gym shaming, or making someone feel uncomfortable in the gym, especially when that person has so many reasons to be there, and you being a complete jerk literally does no good at all. Now today I want to talk about a very specific example, but then also talk about just the whole culture around this as well. So today we're going to be talking about my friend Nancy, or Nancy's Journey on Instagram. I want to make it very clear. I talked to her. She knows I'm making this video. She said it's totally fine. She actually gave me some stuff to show you guys in the video. So I have cleared all of this with her, and she is totally fine with me doing that. So a little bit of backstory. Nancy is an influencer. I don't really like that word, but she is a weight loss influencer, someone that makes posts and things about her weight loss journey on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel. Everything will be linked down in the description. And she shares her journey. And like her name says, it's definitely a journey, and one that has not been a complete line down, in weight loss. There has been a lot of things that she has dealt with personally that have made it very hard for her to continue her weight loss. But she has decided to still share those things online, and with that she's definitely had quite a bit of criticism as well. So with being an influencer, she'll film some of her workouts, she will take pictures, the things a normal influencer does, right? And this time recently, she was in the gym filming part of her workout, and some guy decided they were going to film her without her knowing and make fun of her on their social media. Now, Nancy ended up catching wind of this, and she was able to see the story, see where this person was making fun of her. And I think that what she did was actually pretty brave. And she actually shared that with her followers and let them know that what that guy did was not okay, and that she ended up seeing that. And I really hope that the guy that filmed her saw her stories and saw her posts and felt some sort of remorse. I'm assuming the guy that did it probably isn't the most morally, has the best moral compass, but hopefully he at least felt a little bit of remorse for making someone feel so bad by saying something so unbelievably stupid. This is the story right here, and as you can see, she is pushing a sled, and she had her camera set up, and then this guy he films her and says, "All this girl does is record every set she does." And then in quotes, he says, "I don't know why I'm still fat. I go to the gym every single day." What really makes me mad about that post is, first, he doesn't know anything, I'm assuming, anything about Nancy. So he's already putting words in this person's mouth. Like, how is he going to sit here and say that she's even saying, "I don't know why I'm still fat. I'm putting in work in the day," because she is going to the gym every single day. Like, it just infuriates me because he's making this storyline in his head and then putting it out to all his friends, being like, "Oh, I know everything about this girl." The reason that it really upsets me when it's someone that is on a weight loss journey is because I remember being there, and I remember how unbelievably uncomfortable I already felt in the gym. Like, how scared I felt. And especially, when I first started going, it wasn't when, Instagram they didn't have stories. People weren't filming each other all the time. It wasn't the same that it is now. So now people that are uncomfortable at the gym have to be afraid of other people trying to film them so they can get a few laughs out of their friends. And it's just like, the gym is there to make you better. Like, you're going to the gym, the person that you're making fun of, the thing that upsets me, I know I'm going on a tangent here, but the thing that upsets me is the same guy that said that, right, making fun of her for being in the gym, is the same guy that if they were out and about and they saw an overweight person, they would make fun of them and say they should go to the gym. But then when they actually are at the gym, now they're not doing it good enough. They're not doing as much as you would be doing. Like, of course they're not doing as much as you would be doing. They're still working on their journey. Eventually, hopefully they would get there. If I felt like I had to do as much as I do now in the gym when I first started, that would have been absolutely impossible. It wouldn't have happened. You have to take steps to get there. So yeah, if she films herself, we all need to rest anyways in the gym. So if you set up your camera, there's no big deal about that. It's so infuriating when people belittle people because they think they're like, you're not better than someone because you're more fit than them. That's not how it works, right? Like, you're just a person that's more fit than that person. It doesn't mean you're better than that person because you're more fit than that person. It doesn't mean that you can make fun of that person because you're more fit than that person. All it means is that you're more fit than that person. Okay, I'm gonna calm down, but it's just frustrating to me because I always try and put myself back in those shoes that I was in when I first started going to the gym. And I had the literal exact opposite of this experience. I was on the elliptical, over 300 pounds. I had been going to the gym for a couple weeks, very self-conscious the whole time I was there. I pretty much only did the elliptical and maybe like the bike. I was very nervous about being there. I didn't feel comfortable there. An older gentleman that was maybe 70, maybe 65 years old came up to me, motioned me to take off my headphones, and he said, "Hey man, I just wanted to say, I've seen you in here for the past couple weeks. I'm really proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing." The exact opposite of what Nancy had to go through, and that is what people should get when they go to the gym. Regardless if you think they're working hard enough for you or not, they're not there to make you feel good because they're working on themselves, right? They're there to work on themselves, regardless of if you think they're working hard enough for your standards. So I actually messaged Nancy and I told her that I was obviously sorry to hear about what had happened. And then I said, I hate that it happened to you. And then she replied with this, and this just shows how good of a person she is. She said, "I'm glad that it was me and not someone else. I can get through it and I'll go back to the gym. But so many people messaged me saying it's happened to them and they haven't gone back." And hearing that is heartbreaking to me because the gym should be a place where people feel comfortable. And this is a big reason why I really do enjoy CrossFit and enjoy just group workout spaces, because people feel more comfortable because that community is so much stronger. So people feel like they are a part of something. Like, I could never imagine, I mean, I know it would never happen here at the gym, right? Here at CrossFit Darkside where I go, that making fun of someone would never happen. All that would happen would be encouraging. And so it's so frustrating when people that are obviously going into a gym, obviously are uncomfortable, I'm not saying Nancy, but obviously are uncomfortable, and then they get made fun of. Like, just imagine being in that position. You're going to this place to try and get better, and now you're getting shamed for being at the one place that you feel like you should go to get better. So I replied, I said, "I love you, Nancy. You are here on this earth for a reason. I can't wait until you feel better and can share how you got through this." And she said, "Thanks, John. It really means a lot coming from you. I'm just waiting for an update from the manager. If he doesn't end up getting kicked out, I'm going to switch gyms, no doubt." And honestly, I really hope that the guy at least is talked to and honestly probably gets kicked out of that gym, because it's not fair for her to have to deal with that. And I mean, I am all for that guy getting kicked out of the gym. I think that it's terrible that there might be a scenario where she was shamed, made fun of, felt very uncomfortable in her own gym, and then that guy might not get kicked out, and then she has to find another gym, even though she did nothing wrong. I think that that's horrible if that ends up happening. So I really hope the gym that she goes to ends up seeing this and understands that this is a precedent that needs to be nipped in the bud, and they need to take control of it right away and let people know that's not okay, and kick that guy out of the gym. And then, maybe give me his address and I'll go have a talk with him. Hey, John from the editing room coming at you guys. I just got word from Nancy herself that they actually are going to be getting rid of that guy. So he is not going to be going to the gym anymore. So she's excited to start going back to the gym. For me, I think that this is a win, and I think that that's exactly what the gym should have done, and I think that they did the right thing. Really, really happy to hear that, but I just wanted to make sure I put that update in there because she literally just sent that to me. And yeah, so he is no longer going to be going to that gym. Curious what you guys think about that. Let's get back to the video. It's honestly hard for me to even really put myself in the thought process of someone that would do that to somebody, because I guess for me, because I was that person at one time, I was that really overweight person that was uncomfortable in the gym. It's hard for me to understand how someone can make fun of that. There's actually a guy that goes to my gym right now that I've seen the past couple weeks. And I struggle with, should I go up to someone and be like, "Hey, I'm really happy that you're here. I usually want to, because I remember that story of what happened to me in the past and how that was actually a really cool thing. But this guy is, he's probably well over 400 pounds, but he's in there. He's working out, and I'm really, really happy for him. But I struggle with wanting to go up to someone because I think in my head, maybe they just want to be left alone, which is totally understandable. But like, all I ever think is, that's so cool that they're here. That's it. It's never, oh, why are they here? Why are they doing that? They should be doing this or that. Like, I'm just like stoked that they're there. And I'm so excited for the fact that if they stick to it, like, the possibilities truly are endless for them. And I'm never thinking, I'm going to film this person and make fun of them and make them feel bad for being at the gym, which is where I would want them to be anyways. I actually talked about this with my brother on my podcast. If you haven't checked that out, highly recommend you do that. I will link it down in the description as well. And he asked me a question of like, what would you do if you saw that happening? If you like could tell this person was filming this overweight person to make fun of them to put on their story. And at first I was like, oh, I would like get like really upset, like be very loud, make that person feel bad. But then he brought up like, well, maybe that's not the best course of action. Or actually I kind of came to it my own, but maybe that's not the best course of action, because now the person that's getting made fun of, now there's even more attention on them, which I'm assuming they don't want. So it really is like, I think more than anything, it's something that we need to talk about, like culture wise, because so many people, everyone's trying to film people to get that viral video, to get that video that makes everyone laugh, that everyone wants to share on Twitter. And a lot of times, especially at the gym, it's about like making fun of people. And I do agree. There are people that do things at the gym that are doing it like for attention, to be ridiculous, that are absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, I think that there are some times where you can kind of make fun of someone because they are kind of seeking attention in that way. But for someone that's just at the gym working on themselves, not at all trying to seek attention, and are truly trying to better themselves, I think you can usually pick those people out from the people that are doing things being very loud and annoying just to get attention, to get eyes on them. But honestly, with this, like, I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm overreacting. It really is something that grinds my gears, and it just, for some reason, it's one of those things that when I hear about it, I just start seeing red and I want to find the person that did the thing. So, I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Again, thank you, Nancy, for letting me share this story. If you guys haven't checked her out, I will link everything down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.